Amazing. So today we're gonna learn how to do a website for free in Canva and also on the paid side, okay? We're gonna use Canva Pro. However, some of the features will be able to be used on Canva free, okay? So you will have both options. Here on the screen, you're gonna be able to see the website structure that we're gonna use today for the training. The example I'm using is Caribbean Travel Specialist. However, you can obviously adapt it to your different niches or to a little bit of everything, depending on how much information you want to share on your website. This document, I'm going to share it on the group chat, and also it will be on the link on the description of this video if you're watching the recording. Okay. So you'll be able to access it, and then this can serve as a guide for you if you're um, practicing afterwards. Okay, so I'll share it here. Um, India says it suits me or hard to hear presenter. I hope you're listening to me better. Okay, I'll be closer to the computer. All right, so let's go to Canva. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is go to the main page, and literally we're gonna write on the search booking travel, okay? Because we want a little bit of a guidance on other templates that we have, and maybe some other people have done the same, maybe not for travel agencies, but some websites to book something else, okay? And here on the filter side, we're gonna be able to do the like filter the type of design or category of the design. So you do website, and this is how it's gonna be. All right. So the Canva templates that are available on the website side. Here, it doesn't mean that maybe you like this one that has nothing to do with with traveling, but you like the design, you like the style of the template, you can still use it, you can adapt it. But if you don't want to like overwork it, you can try to choose something that's related to the travel site. For example, this one is like hotel, resort, and spa. So you can try to catch that one. If you click on them, you can see what's inside of them. And this is how it's going to look. So the websites in Canva are not like the normal websites that we will go to on Google, because this is more like a huge landing page, okay? So everything that we're gonna fit in there, it's gonna be just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling infinitely until the last information we put in there. It's not like you can group it into different pages unless you decide to do different documents and then link them all, which is going to be a little bit harder for you, and it's going to take you more time. So today it's going to be the easy way so you don't get overwhelmed, especially if you've never done a website. It can be a little bit overwhelming at the beginning. The good part is that in Canva, you don't need coding. You don't need any kind of knowledge on IT at all because it works like a PowerPoint kind of, and you just do a few clicks and it's ready. Okay. So I was practicing with this one. Okay. Here, as you can see, you can do like, what's happening here? You can do like videos, you can do animations, you can put elements and links and everything. So I'm going to use the customize this template so I don't work it from from zero. And I'm going to go as slow as possible. You're going to be able to get the link to rewatch the training. But if you feel like you have any questions down the road, please let me know on the chat and I'll be happy to answer them. Okay. So let's start with our structure. Here, what does it has to say in our website in general? So we need to have our homepage. We need to have an About Me section, our services, what kind of packages or tours do we want to give away, also testimonials or reviews, and our direct contact, because this is like the basics. This is what we want our guests, or kind of our client to know about us, okay? So this is what we need to give them. First of all, the first website or the first page we're gonna have, it's gonna be our homepage. It could be either a welcome or it could be a straightforward, just like the menu itself, for them to keep scrolling and seeing what else they're gonna find in our website. The creative side, I'm gonna leave it to you. I'm just gonna give you how to do it, and then you can go and play with it, all right? So let's say here in the middle, we're gonna put just a random like travel agency name, travel with the stars. I don't know. Okay. So as you can see, I started typing, but it's like over the other text because it's grouped. So I'm gonna ungroup it so I can play with this text specifically and make it a little bit larger, and maybe just like this. Okay. So that's the name of my agency. This is not my logo, but I can just choose a logo. Let me just go to elements on the left side. Okay, and we're gonna do travel. And I would choose a graphic. And maybe I want to I wanna add the map. Let's say that's gonna be my logo, okay? And I will add it here on the top or in the corner, wherever you feel comfortable with. And on the left side, if I go to design, I'll be able to see other pages like the ones we saw here, like at the beginning, and you can add these pages to your current design, okay? So for inspiration, you can also mix up like different designs, just to let you know. And here on styles, you'll be able to change the colors and the font of the design that you already have without having to go one by one. What I mean here is if I want to do combinations, it's gonna show me colors and different types of typography, and it will change. Let's just click on this one, for example, and it changed the font and it changed the colors. Okay. We will not be able to see all the colors because I mean, there's a video in the back, but if I click on the other one, it will change automatically. Okay, let's say I want this one for this design, but I also want it for this. I will do apply to all pages on the left side underneath, and then all my pages will change to the same style. So I don't need to go one by one. That's a good trick. Now, for example, maybe I don't want to change the font or I don't want to change the color. I just want to change one or the other. So I go back and instead of combinations, I'm going to go to color palettes or font sets. Okay, so let's say I like these colors, but I don't like the fonts. So I go to font, see all, and I'll click here. Okay, same color, just different font, and so on. So you can play with that. And until you get the one that you like, then you go to apply to all pages and you move forward. So that's a good way to ease your workload when you're doing the design. And it's not only for a website, it includes your Canva designs in general. So just keep it in mind. Okay, so on this one, I chose combinations. Then, for example, now I don't remember what I chose here, but there is a spot where it says recently used. So I just go there, see recently. And these are the ones that I chose. So I'm gonna do this one and apply to all pages. Okay, so this is the design I'm gonna do for today. Same font, colors. Now, this is for a Caribbean travel agent. Yes, the video that we have right now, it's nice, it's looking cool. And I'm gonna show you how it would look on the website side, okay? On the top right, if you click here on preview, we'll be able to see how will the website be seen when it's ready, okay? So as you can see, the video plays along. You don't need to click anything. And then it just scrolls. However, you can also include a navigation menu. If you click here, Canva will automatically create it. And as far as you go down, the navigation menu will be up there. And as you can see, you have already the categories. So if I go to promos and offers, it will drop to that specific page. If I go to about, it will go up. If I go to contact, it will go down. This is automatically done by Canva. We can do it as well, personalized. However, we will not be able to see it like always on the web, like on the page, because then you will need to create one specific headline here and copy paste it to all the designs. I'll show you. I'm just letting you know by now. So in my opinion, this one is nicer and it's easier for your client so they can scroll down up and down easier than than the other way I'm going to show you. And you can also see it on the mobile. So this is how the design would look like on a phone. And that will give you as well a nice view of what you're doing. And you can always go back, to like your design and go to preview if you change something and see if it's working or not and switch it. Okay. And we will go to the published website by the end. Okay. So let's say, welcome to Travel with the Stars. I don't like the video. I'm going to delete it. And now I have that ugly background. So I go to elements and maybe I don't want a video, or maybe just let's do travel or Caribbean. Okay. We'll do Caribbean, videos, and maybe let's choose this, okay? Because it's known by the water, so cool. And we also place it here, okay? Maybe I don't want it to be fully there, so I'll go back to elements. And this is like just extra information there. Elements, I don't want Caribbean, and I want to do just this background over here for this. Okay, and here, maybe, or not. Looks weird. Okay, here. So I added this rectangle, and then I will go to explore. What colors do I want? And here underneath in the photo colors, you'll be able to use the same colors that the rest of the website design has, or like the pictures, or a gradient. Yes, so this is a cool thing that you can play around with it. I think the blue one was fine. Okay, and here I will put travel. Well, the name is Travel with the Stars. Join our journey to the Caribbean islands. Here. Okay, I want this text to be the same as welcome to, or actually opposite. So I'm gonna select the text, then I'll go to the right side, and this icon on the top that says copy style, I click on it and I then click on welcome to. So I will have the same style that I had before, and I don't need to, figure out what kind of font, what kind of color. So I just select, copy, and paste the style. There we go. So I go again to preview and I'm making sure that it's looking good. Amazing. Now let's say that I want to add, maybe I want to tell them that they can contact me from the beginning, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a text, and I can go to the left side and see what kind of templates Canva has, or I can create my own. But for example, this one, this says road trip. It already has like a background on it. It looks like a button. So I click on here. I put it in the middle and I do contact me or WhatsApp me or keep in touch. Be fun with your choices when you're building it. Okay, I don't like the color. I go back to maybe this one. Also, another thing you will not be able to do here is, you know how when you're clicking a button on a website, it changes the color? In this case, that doesn't happen. There is no animation for that. But I mean, that's just like a small minus. It's free. So you can use it at the beginning, and then when you have the budget and the time, and if it's important to you and you want to have your own domain, for sure, you can take the time to to have like another proper software for this. Okay, so I'll do this. And here on the WhatsApp me, how are they gonna really WhatsApp me? So I need to click on the text, then on the three dots, and there is a link site, okay? On this link, you are able to add, you know how WhatsApp Business has this feature where you can create your own WhatsApp link, okay? So whenever somebody clicks on that WhatsApp link, they immediately go to your WhatsApp. So like it's automatic. That's the link that you can put in here. Now, let's say I don't have it, then I'll just maybe go to the contact site, okay? Because you can link it to your own design, like to the pages inside your design. So you can just do in the contact, done. And if somebody clicks in there, they will just drop all the way down to contact. And then you will have the phone number. So it could be either. I have Giselle here. What if I have a domain? Can you add that link to that button? 100% yes. Yes. Actually, with Canva, you can publish with your own domain as well. It doesn't have to say my Canva site, but I think that's a feature only if you are paying with the Canva Pro. So you can link both, which is also a good feature. Okay. But if not, you can have this as a landing page and then here a link to your website, or you know where as well, to your evolution site. That's as well something. For example, in here, instead of WhatsApp me, you can say book with me. Okay. And then here, let me just open my evolution site and let's just try it that way so we can see it on the practice. Okay, so I'll just, instead of the link on the page, I'll just go straight and forward and put this, done. Okay, I don't like that color. And I cannot change it. Okay, so I'll go to position, layers, and it doesn't let me. Ah, yes, I know why. Because I need to go to effects and then change the color here on the left side. And let's just do like that. Oh, I put two books. I mean, triple O. Okay. Yeah, done. All right, so let's say, for example, I go to preview, and then if I click here, it will take them to my evolution site. And then they can book. Remember, when they go to your evolution site, they can book themselves and you will get your commission in hotels and cars automatically. So it's a good way to do it. And also it gives you that, credibility that you actually are, licensed and everything. So yeah, this could be here. This could be on the right, on the left, wherever you prefer. This could not be a video. It could be an image as well, or it could be half video maybe. Let's just try as well, just as a matter of showing. And then maybe here, just another picture of the Caribbean. Let's say Punta Cana. Okay. And I go to a picture. Oh, there's cameras in Punta Cana? No, Dominican Republic. I was like, what? Yeah, why not? Let's use this. Again, creativity. I position, I go to position, then I put this underneath the video, and then, like, and then it's just something else. And the video will be on the left side, and on the right side, the picture, and so on. Okay, then let's go to the next one. So here it will be the headline. Okay, we have that. Your photo, okay? This is where we need to build that connection with our clients because they need to know who we are and what we're doing. This is the About Me section. For this, I will definitely recommend you to use one picture of you. Either you're traveling, either you want to do it like a portrait, you want to look professional, however you want to share it, and depending on the niche that you're looking at. So I'm just gonna do like a travel agent here as a matter of example. Okay, I'll do on photos. And let's say this is my picture. Try to use one facing the client, okay, not backwards, because then that creates more confidence on your client. I'm just giving a random example. No, this one this one doesn't look Caribbean. Or traveler Caribbean. Let's see if there is a person there. If you cannot find something on Canva, I will give you this option. You go to uh, free license images, okay? And you can search on Unsplash, Pixabay, Pexels, FreePic, all these websites. You're able to grab images for free and you don't feel like you're stealing someone. So if I do Caribbean here, maybe it will give me someone traveling on the Caribbean. And it will not always give you, like, or another one will be Pinterest. However, somebody can come to tell you, hey, why are you using my picture from Pinterest? If they ever find you. But yeah, that could be kind of a situation there. No, I cannot find. Anyway, let's just find another one. Yes, this is good that I can show you. So on the Canva Pro, you are able to create your own images with AI. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do that so I can show you. Here on the left side, there's this button that says Magic Media. Okay, so I want a picture of a travel agent or a traveler in the Caribbean, on a Caribbean beach. So I can put a traveler lady on her swimsuit enjoying a pina colada in the Caribbean beach. Okay, and then generate. You have, I think, 500 credits per month with this, and you are able to create just as many images. I mean, kind of 500 images with AI. And look, it's of course they look a little bit not super real, which is good because we don't want AI to look like super real, but it helps you. So look, this one is nice. I just go here and I put it there. Imagine that's our picture there. Okay, so that's welcoming, that's nice, it gives confidence. And then here I will go, and if I don't want that drink, then I can change the drink and something else will be created. So here, also remember Canva, with Canva Pro, it allows you to rewrite stuff, or same like ChatGPT, but already inside of Canva. So you can do that as well, and you don't have to go to ChatGPT. So here, let's do custom prompt. Okay, and then help me create a, no, create a title for about me section for a travel agent selling the Caribbean. No, as a Caribbean specialist. Okay, then let's see. So I don't need to move with ChatGPT and Canva and all this. Discover your Caribbean paradise with our expert guidance. Okay, replace, and then we just delete this. I'm giving a very generic example. Please be as personal and as emotional as you can so you can connect with your client, okay? Giselle says, did you use ChatGPT to your document script? Yes, I mean, you mix it. To be honest, my ChatGPT is like super well trained on my personality and everything I do, and I suggest you to do that if you're gonna use ChatGPT for that. You need to tell him, hey, what do you need to know about me and about my business in order for you to help me to do A, B, C, D? And ChatGPT will generate you automatically questions that you need to answer. And then when you answer them all, it will be trained automatically. I mean, kind of. So just keep in mind that you can do that with ChatGPT to make your life easier. Now, let's say here, I'm a, hi, my name is, I'm just gonna put another name, okay, Laura, and I am a Caribbean travel specialist, and then I've been booking travel since 5 years ago, and I have, I don't know, 2 kids. I love pina coladas and sitting on the beach or enjoying the beach. Let me help you create your best vacations or your dream vacations uh, in the blue sea. I don't know. Okay, so here I created just something out of my mind. So I can do magic write and do rewrite. Yes. And then it might do something prettier. Hello, I'm Laura, a specialist in Caribbean travel. I've been booking trips for the past 5 years. La, 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 la. And then here I can do more like this or this but. And this but I can say, can you make it sound more personal and fun? Okay. And then it generates. So maybe I'm not good with fun, but Canva will be. Your goal to go for all things Caribbean. I've been in business creating fabulous getaways. La, 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 la. Okay, perfect. I love it. Replace. And there we go. So now the About Me section is ready. And it took me, what? 5 minutes. Here on the left side, if I go to the notes, on the top, you will see there is a name for this page. It says page 2 about. If I double click on that, I can change the name. Just keep in mind that whatever name you're going to choose on the left side, that's going to be the name that is going to appear on the navigation menu that Canva creates automatically for you. So I'm just going to do an example. Okay, I switch it. I go to preview and include navigation, and you see it switched it. And the way that it's gonna create you this, it's gonna be the same order in like the same order that you have here on your designs as you scroll down. So if you have the about me until the end, then it's gonna be until the end. So you keep that in mind as well when you are creating this. Another way to change this is if you go down on the right side and you see grid view, you click on those 4 squares. Okay, here you will be able to see all the design pages that you have. And here you also can rename it. Let's say you don't want to do it one by one. So do about here. Let's go to the structure again. Services. Okay. And you can actually use like nicer names. You don't have to use services. Like, what can you get with me? What do we offer? Like, what do I offer? Depending how you want to say it. What do we offer, or promotions, or like promotions. Let's see, it could be promotions, it could be packages here, packages or tours, testimonials. Also do it in a way that your client will be. Oh, there's one for promotions, so I'll do packages here. Do it easy to understand for your client. Yeah, because if you use words that also are not that you understand but not them, then it's not gonna call their attentions. In my case, I don't like calling testimonials. I prefer reviews or what our clients said about me. But in here, you can just do like reviews. And let's say I wanna organize this again. So I'll just move it here and I'll do contact here. And actually I don't want this one. So I click on the 3 dots and I do delete page. So I'm gonna use this. Okay. What we offer. So home, about me, what we offer, packages, promos, reviews, contact. Amazing. Then if I double click on the page, it will take me back to where I was. Okay, now here where it says accommodations, if you don't remember which page is this and you're still editing, you just go to notes and you will be able to see it here. So here, what we offer. And the title here doesn't need to be the same title on the left side. Just remember, you can also be creative on that. Okay, so let's say you are doing, or instead of what we offer, do our destinations. Okay, yes, it's the Caribbean, but which destinations are we doing? So let's say it's gonna be Cancun. No, Punta Cana. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Dominican Republic, is it part of the Caribbean? Or give me three countries that you will sell in the Caribbean, the ones that are selling cruises and all that. Of course, we want to show beaches, but just think that when you're doing like these specific destinations, you might have the same kind of pictures for all the destinations, and that's going to be quite tricky. So you need to find something that is very popular from that specific place. Okay, I like Jamaica. Jamaica and uh-huh. And if you choose a picture as well, keep in mind that your client might say, "Oh, I want to go to that place that you have on your website." So, just yeah, keep that at least that you know where is it. Here, so I don't have a beach, maybe, and Curacao. Thank you, Brianna and Giselle, for the message. And okay, let's choose an animal. Turtle, flamingos. Okay, let's just grab another beach. Okay. Now here, I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. And we can do titles here. And we said Aruba. And I think Curacao, it's with one. It has this, I know the name in Spanish, but I don't know it in, like this is, I don't know the name in English. If you know the name in English, let me know. Here, just when you are doing your website, always keep this kind of things in mind, because you don't want to have misspellings, neither, like a bad grammar or anything. So just always double check the way, especially destinations and countries are written for real. Now, did you see that it was small and now it's big? So what I did was I pasted it there. Then I select only that specific letter. And then I went up here and there is one icon that has a small a and a big A. You click in there and it will turn it uppercase or small case automatically. And you can do that with all your text. So it's easier and you don't need to rewrite everything. Yeah. And here you can maybe do view more. Okay, and you can link that if you have maybe it could be to your evolution site, or it could be if you have an affiliate link, maybe on classic vacations, or maybe a cruise line, something that you are like that you really really want to sell. I would suggest you to link it here. And if in case this is not the case, then you can also do like view more and have another page that's exclusively for Jamaica, and you talk about the destination. So if they click there, it will take them to the Jamaica website or Jamaica page actually. Okay, so that's how you can use this part on the destinations. Or simply write a small description underneath each destination, and that's fine. Also, let's say you do view more. Okay, now let's go to the next one, and it's going to be Jamaica. Okay, now here we need to write something about Jamaica. So let's say you want to sell a package, okay? And the package, it's going to be an all-inclusive resort, okay? So let me just go to all-inclusive resort. You go to your supplier, okay? Don't do what I'm doing. You go to your supplier and you search for the package that you want to sell, and that's what you're going to do. So let's say Grand Palladium, Jamaica. Amazing. Here, I double click, I do custom prompt, and I tell, write a description of the Grand Palladium. Let's see if it will work. Stay for, I don't know, 7 nights for 2 adults and 2 kids. That costs, and this is a random package, okay, $5,000 with all inclusive, except flights. Okay, let's see if that will work. Now I already gave that information. Everything that I put there, imagine I went to the supplier and I know this. 7 nights, this is how much it costs for how many adults. And here, experience an unforgettable, blah, blah, blah. You're sweet, amazing. If you do this, you need to always double check that this information is matching with what your supplier is saying is actually including. Otherwise, what you can do is just copy the description that your supplier has and paste it here or in ChatGPT so it has the accurate information, okay? Because you don't want to offer something that you like, don't overpromise. And this is a lot of text and people don't like to read. Even me, I don't want to read it. So I will cut this and I will select again all this. I go here and I do rewrite. Okay. And it's a lot. This but smaller and more, make it sound fun. And let's see what magic it does. Okay. So yeah, I guess that's fine. And then here you can actually do put a picture of the resort. Okay. And if you choose it, let's say it's this one. And you can, this one you can grab it from the supplier, you can grab it from Google because Canva, I really think it will not have it. So you just copy, paste it, and there it is. And then here you can just add the name of the resort. Okay, Grand Palladium, Jamaica. And you can even do like 5-star resort like that. And maybe here, it just looks so bland. I do Jamaica here. On the elements on the left side, I go to graphics and I put, yeah, this one looks nice. Something that's related, you know, to the place, this one. And maybe, yeah, a drink. And then you just play around with it so it looks nicer. And here I go to position and I make sure the map is underneath. So kind of it looks like the flower and the drink are on top of that. And maybe you just find the place where maybe on the south there's more like drums, on the north there's more like this drink, or, you know, depends. The music here. And you just make it more appealing to the eye for the client and so on. This is just an example. So I go again to preview just to make sure everything is looking good. I go down, okay, about, and if I click on what we offer, it's gonna take me to our destinations. Amazing. Okay, Jamaica. Okay, and here in packages, it's gonna take me to Jamaica, which is great because that's where it's gonna start. Then I can do Aruba, and then I can do Curacao. Okay, so I'm not gonna do it just to go, you know, to the next part, but you can still add those destinations. Now on promos and offers, you can do as well, depending like your could be the hotels, but here you can use your affiliate links for Viator and Civitatis, Project Expedition, and these websites that allow you to have specific tours to sell. So this one, I will do it. Let's go to Viator very quickly. And if I'm selling the Caribbean, yes, I want to do the same destinations. And this is too far. Let's do summer time. Okay, apply, and it's gonna be for 2. Okay. And we go all the way down, and here, look, it looks so nice. Jamaica, Ocean Outpost, All Access Adventure Park. Perfect. So I click there. It's gonna be on USD. Okay, here I can literally copy paste this title. This is the same that you can do for your packages. Okay, but I'm just gonna do it here for the activities. So I paste it here, and then here, get on the fun. I don't know if, yeah. Have fun. Have some fun. And here I do that. I want to rewrite it, maybe Jamaica, Ocean Outpost, All Access Adventure. Yeah. And then here I can also use the pictures that they have. This is a nice picture that calls my attention. I go here, I paste it, and I put it here. Now, the description, again, I go back and I can do the overview. Okay, I don't need to add what's included. I can copy and paste this. And then we're gonna tell Canva, please allow me to make this shorter. You can just click straight forward in shorten. Okay, and it's still a bit full day tour. And there we go. And then if I want to do another one, I do the same thing. Okay, and so on. So this is a good trick. And then before I move on to the next one, I can do the price here. Maybe I will add a text. Okay, and I wanna do just a normal text here. I paste the price, and you can do from this price per person you can do, or you can just do from this price. And then you put it on top. Okay, I change the spacing here on these arrows and the lines, and you can make it, closer to each other. And maybe I want to do an element on the back where it says, I don't know, maybe just a circle. Okay. And I want to put it on the right, and then this inside. And I make it a little bit like this. Again, it will depend on the time that you want to spend on the creation for this. Okay, here. Okay. And it goes down like there. So I can copy paste the same thing for all of them. I go on position, I click on the circle on the left side, then shift, and on my text, I group it, and then I copy and paste it. So I can have the same design for all of them, and I don't need to redo it again. Okay, and then I just change that, and I go back to this. I close it, but wait. I want to show you how to do the link. So when you're in Viator, you do share with client. You choose the language that you want to share with your client. You do copy, go back here, and here you can do the link everywhere. So let's say I click on this on the text, I go to the three dots, I go to link, wait, it's not allowing me on the group. Wait, here, three, link, and I paste this. Okay, done. Then here as well, link, maybe, or you can just do it on the title. If you don't want those underlined, you just click in here on the U and it will go away. Okay, so it doesn't look like that. Even on the picture, it doesn't allow you to do the link. But you can ungroup this and then on the text, link, copy paste, and done. So if I go to preview, I go down to packages, promos and offers, and I click here. Yes, it opened the link. Okay, so that's also a good and fast way to upsell your tours with Viator and Civitatis and everything. You're giving them the overview and they are just clicking in it and they can book themselves. So yes, you can do that. I will not do this so I can go back to the next one, but you got the idea. Okay, just make sure that everything is on point and you have everything aligned. Otherwise, it will not look good on the website. Okay. Then here we go to our thingy, packages or tours. Yes, testimonials. Perfect. So this will be the reviews, what our clients are saying. Okay. Here you have two options. You can leave it literally the way it is right now, or you can make it fun and put some stars maybe, like depending if they rate you 5 stars and rate you well, it's better when they do 5 stars. But if they did 4, or you have a picture of the people traveling, always ask your clients whenever they come back from the trip for 1 or 2 pictures. I think it's very nice, and it gives also that confidence. Also, if you want to share your pictures of yourself traveling, you can do that as well. Or maybe your family traveled with you and you book for them, they are kind of your clients, even though they didn't pay for it. So you can use them as a reviewer, as a testimonial. So for this, the other option I would suggest you is that you go to Canva, like the main website again, to home, and search for a nice template only for reviews. So I would just go search for reviews, and maybe there is a nice design that I like, and I can copy paste that, specifically that. Let's say I like this one because it has a picture already. So I do customize this template. Okay. And this way you don't need to think too much. You don't need to rework. And I just select these elements. I copy. I go back to my design. Okay. And I'll just delete this. Okay. I paste it. And there it is. Okay. So I don't need this. And I have my design. Wait. Okay. Perfect. Just group it so it's easier to move. You make it smaller, and there you go. You didn't need to do much work. You just grab it from another template, and it's just easier for you. Sharavi says, thank you, I'm going. All right, awesome. Don't worry, you can always grab the recording. We're about to finish anyway. Thank you so much for joining. And okay, so here you can select it and do the duplicate, and then duplicate, and you can arrange it as you prefer. And you see, it looks nicer, it looks more modern, more aesthetic, like, depending on the style that you like to do. And here you can as well go ahead and grab those pictures and write. Let's say Laura, we already use a Laura, Mike A, and then here Lucia S, and so on. And here you can just write, change all this. And underneath, this is where you're going to put your contact name. Here, if you don't have an office, which obviously we don't, you just can delete this and leave you can do reservations or book with me, and you put here your name, okay, the name of your agency, if you have a name of your agency. If not, you just leave your name, the phone number, and your email, okay? And here, the phone number, you can actually say WhatsApp, or if you actually do receive calls, then leave it just as it is. And if you do have office hours, then please go ahead and put them, because people need to respect your time. Always remember, you respect your own time and value it, and people will do it as well. Clients can be next level sometimes. And here on the right side, you already have the Instagram and the Twitter, the X icons. But you can maybe switch this one for TikTok. And this one, if you go to elements, sometimes you will find it and sometimes you will not. But hey, we have it here, but it's not the same style. And maybe this one. Okay. And I will do background remover. This one is a feature from the Pro. Kevin says, thank you for attending. And there we go. So I make it smaller just to make sure it fits with it. And there we go. Okay, and I'll just make it pink. Oh no, I cannot make it pink. But you can change sometimes the images, even if they are not graphics. You go to edit, and there is one feature that says duotone here, and do custom. And here, this is where you change the color, and you see it's switched. So I want this to be the same color. I click on the pencil, and then boom. Yeah, so that's an example. It's not matching, so I will select all of them. I go to position, arrange, and middle. So all of them are in the same line. And here I click on it, I go to the three dots, and I go to link. And here is where I can do the facebook.com and slash your, your link. Also here, you can do the same thing. You select the icon, you go to link, you go tiktok.com slash and your TikTok user, and so on. So people, whenever they go to the contact side, they can just click on it and it will open, the page. So that's also something you can copy and paste and put it all the way to the top underneath here. So you have it everywhere, or you can have it in the corner in all of them. Yes, you can add a picture, anything you want. You can also put it here on the contact me section, even your picture as well, maybe with a phone, something. That's a good trick. Now, last but not least, before we go, I want to show you the feature for the navigation menu made by you. Okay, so I go to elements and I click on shapes. I go to this rectangle, okay, and I put it on top. So I'll just make this line here, all right? And I create my own navigation menu. I don't want it pink because everything is pink in this. So maybe I'll do it just white. And I will choose the same font that I have here. I'll duplicate it. I put it on top. Maybe I want it black. And here I need to write my own, like on my own, the sections of my website. So let's do about, okay. And then I go the same, I duplicate it, and I go with home. Actually, home should be the first one. Okay, duplicate services or offers, and so on. I'm just gonna do 4 just to show you, and reviews. But you can add all of them. So I select, I go to position, I click on one, I go to position, I go to layers, then I select all of them by doing shift and clicking the first and the last one. And I will go to arrange, tidy up. So they are all in the same kind of situation. Alignment, group it, and I will put it in the middle. Okay, then I will ungroup it again. And this is where I need to add the links for each one. So I go to home, 3 dots, link, and I click on the home page. Boom, done. About, 3 dots, link, about. Offers, 3 dots, link, edit link. And I click on what we offer. Done. Same with reviews, and you're gonna do the same process for all the navigation that you did and reviews. Done. Perfect. So here I'm just gonna undo the underlining. Link, offers, done. Underline. Perfect. Now, if I go to preview and I do this, it's gonna work. Let me just not include this navigation menu. It's gonna look like that. And if I click on it, it's gonna work. But if you see, I go down and the navigation menu disappears. Not like if I include it and it's still there. So here is where we need to duplicate this for all the designs. Okay, I'm just gonna make it smaller. I will do the same process. Okay, make it here. I select only this part, okay, only the top. I put group, Control C, I go down, Control B. Okay, I go down, Control B, I go down, Control B, and you do the same thing for all the pages. So it's gonna look strange because when we go back to the preview, okay, it's just gonna be there. If they keep scrolling, it's gonna be there, appearing every time. So it depends on how much you like the design, and you can do it prettier. You can even add your logo here on the right, on the left side, or go back and then, a button that will take them all the way to the top. So yeah, you can do that as well. Giselle, can you add a form to the contact page? Yes, 100%. You can add any link that you want. in anywhere. So the form, you just need to go to your, I don't know if you use Jotform or Google Docs, whatever the form you're using, you copy that link, the same that you maybe put on your link tree or your that you give to your client, and you just put it here, maybe here on the book with me, and you just put it there. So that's a good thing. And I'm sorry, why don't we use the navigation that yeah, it's a matter of likes, to be honest. Like it depends on the preference, like you say. Maybe I want it to be another kind of color, so I will take my time to do it. But it depends, honestly. And also you can preview and see if this navigation menu works on a phone. And you see it looks weird. So I would suggest you to do the one that Canva uses. So yeah, this is how you do it. Now, last, publish website. Let's say my website is ready to go. I want my clients to use it. This is how we're gonna publish it. And I go down here, publish settings. Here on the browser tab preview, you know when you're sharing a link or you Google somewhere. Okay, let's try to Google something. Caribbean travel agency. So you see what I mean. Here there is a description, okay? This description is the one that Canva is saying you need to write here, okay? And you see on the top, it has a random name. That's the name of the template that I use. So be careful before publishing. You need to change those things. So I'm gonna go back here and I can do home, literally, or you can do Caribbean travel specialist, okay? And if I do publish website, it will take me to there. You see on the window, that's what it will appear. Okay. Then on the website description, you can also use ChatGPT. You can not use it. I'm just gonna copy paste what I saw here. So this is an example, and I will do Jamaica and Aruba. And I go back to the publish settings. If you see here, there is website URL. I can switch that. I take click on the pencil, and it will automatically say Caribbean travel specialist. Okay, but I can get a new domain. Okay, and I can bring my own domain. If I already bought one, you can do that. Like here, they help you to connect it. I haven't done it, but I know they help you, and it's only if you pay for the Canva Pro. Or you can buy your own domain, and it's $19 a year, and you can search it here and do the whole process. Yes, it could be .org, .info, .club, depending, even .com, depending on the domain. So that's cool because you can do everything here in Canva. And then it would not say my Canva site. So that's how you do it. Okay. Now here it says travel link intro trial because I was trying to, to switch it. But when you choose a new one, it will help you. I think, let me see if, because you can choose what is before the My Canva site when you're doing it. Let me just go back to what I was, website design, whatever, so I can show you something that I haven't touched here. Let me see. Otherwise, I think it will give you the same for all the websites that you do. Let me close this. Oh, this is not a website. This is not a website. You see, I need to go to category, website. Yeah, customize this template. And let the preview appear. Yeah, publish website. Oh no. So look at, I initially used this like this example travel link. It was supposed to be link trial, and apparently is using it for any website that I create. So careful on what you choose before that. When you do it for the first time, it will ask you to put something before that my Canva site. So you can use your name, you can use your travel agency name, but just keep in mind whatever you create, it's gonna, make it for the rest. And then on the right side, it's gonna be the the template name. So yeah, if I give you this, you will be able to access it when I publish it. I'll do publish website, okay? And it's preparing my design. And you can always come back and customize it, and that's it. I go here, I'll copy it, and I'll give it to you on the chat, so you guys can also see if you can access. It's there. How do I get the link to watch the class again, since I came in late? I'll give the link for that as well. Here. If you need to rewatch the training, you can do it on this link on the YouTube channel. Oh, it's missing one L, I believe. Yeah, it's missing one L. Sorry, it's this one. Like, yeah, that's the one. Okay, so I want to be my website, and this is how it looks. And always before giving it to your clients, just click on it to make sure that it's working. Okay, and that it's loading properly. It's gonna take time for me because my internet is slow, but it's getting there. So that's how you do a website in Canva, guys.